Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
Stop, get yourself together. Stop, get yourself together.
Drop it.
Sure, you know. No. Sure, you know. No. All right with me. 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 No. All right with me. Stop, get yourself together. Stop, get yourself together. No, all right with me.
Drop it. Drop it.
All right with me. All right with me.
Drop it.
All right with me. No, all right with me. No, all right with me. No, all right with me.
Drop it.
No, all right with me. All right with me. All right with me.
Drop it. Drop it.
No, alright with me.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Once more, good morning, everybody. There are 5 more hotels watching. Let's get some more energy. Good morning. Good. So, we'll start the function with the invocation song, which is Guru Vandana, and post which I'll take you through the program. I request all of you to stand up for the invocation song.
अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्यापि यत् सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरत्न विराजितपदाम्बुजः वेदान्ताम्बुजसूर्यो यः तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चैतन्यशाश्वतशान्तो व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादकलातीतः तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः।
Good morning, everybody, once again. Respected MD Sir, respected CEO, Mr. Gopinath, and all my colleagues here and across the locations that we have, Charles and team, Rajesh and team, Venkatesh and team, Amarnath and team, and Murli and team. To all of you, my humble welcome to this opening ceremony of great importance. This is a special occasion. It's a culmination of efforts from all of us, directed by COO, executed by our learning and development team, a program which has been the essence of our learning and has been in practice but has taken a new avatar. It has become digital, it has become fun and more interesting. Just like how each dish is personalized by our chefs, just like how each art form is choreographed by directors, now every training topic has been made more fun, grasping, appealing, understandable, and easily learnable. These tools will enhance and enrich us to be the change. Today is the opening ceremony of our e-portal and the launch of our employee handbook. I will just run through the sequence of the program. We will very soon launch the employee handbook. That will be done by Mr. Muthusivan and our MD Sir, Mr. Rohit. Then the launch of our e-learning platform by MD Sir. Then our respected MD Sir and CEO, Mr. Gopinath, will give their thoughts about this e-learning platform. Then proceeded by vote of thanks, cake cutting, and the quiz competitions. So let's come to the employee handbook. This work was started pre-COVID. It was also completed pre-COVID. I remember seeing the draft copy before COVID struck. And now it's the perfect time to launch this book. So this book is our guideline on how to walk the talk in this company, what this company is about, what do we speak to our guests, and what is Chennai all about. So it's got a brief of everything that you need while you're undergoing your employee life cycle in this organization. I don't want to talk more about it because Mr. Muthusivan has been given the responsibility to tell us more about the employee handbook. I now call upon Mr. Muthusivan and our MD, Mr. Rohit sir, onto the stage to launch the employee handbook. So please come. Now Mr. Muthusivan will tell us more in detail about the employee book. Thank you.
Thanks, Rakesh. Good morning, all my colleagues. And I'm extremely delighted and excited about being in this platform. Residency is known for its hospitality over last 32 plus years in the market, and so they're caring for its employees. As you know that we invest more time and energy on taking care of our own employees, there is a felt need for how we can enhance the skills and competencies for our own colleagues who can make their successful career with the organization. Thus, we created this platform under the guidance of Mr. Gopinath as COO, and we are here today. And we have utilized this platform to ensure that we provide further insight to our employees on what is happening in the organization, history of the organization, and the facilities which are available, and what an employee should know while they are associated with the organization. So the employee handbook is all about the code of conduct, how they have to conduct themselves, and what is expected out of them, and what benefit they would get during the course of employment with the organization, and what are the benefits, right? More so, there are certain guidelines for them to grow with the organization. So this is what the entire content of the employee handbook all about. While saying so, the organization is also so keen about how we can enhance the skill set of the employees for the current role and future role. So that is what you are going to witness in the rest of today's function. Right? And thank you so much for being here to grace this occasion. At the same time, I would want to announce to all of you, the soft copy of the handbook is accessible to all of you in our employee portal. Right? Happy learning and have a successful career with the organization. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Muthusivan. Now we'll go to the most important part of the day. It's about the launch of the e-learning portal. So before we go to the launch, we would want to show you some glimpses of the video collections that we have in our e-learning platforms. One of the most important factors that drives hospitality, or that drives any hospitality business, is the human touch element that we give in terms of positive energy from us to the guest. We have two videos here that I would like you to experience, beautifully done by the team from Coimbatore, where the guests were delighted by just simple actions, but these actions speak much louder than words, and the happiness that has been transpired through these actions cannot be measured. So let's just have a glimpse of these videos, and then I'll take you through the next chapter of the program. Yeah, Sendil, you may play the videos. So this is just a glimpse. I'm sure that all of you are aware we shot quite a lot of videos here and across our hotels for various training platforms. So these are just glimpses, and I'm sure that we have an interesting collection of audio visuals where you can relate and learn in a much more efficient manner. Next, I'd like to invite Mr. Gopinath to give us a brief about the launch of the portal before we launch the portal. Please come, sir.
Hi, good morning. For people who are at the Coimbatore, Pondicherry, Karur, even though we are not present there physically, my wishes, thanks for all your support, and very good morning. Right? What I'm going to go through before we launch is to give you the background, what has happened in the last 2 years, why we are doing what we are doing today. We've been working on this for the past almost 2 years. The work started digitalizing this about sometime in, Muthu, if I'm right, it's sometime in 2017 or 18. We thought that we should get into, the training has to get into the digital mode, right? And we started doing it seriously sometime in 2019, and you know what happened in 20 and 21. I mean, it took some time, and at that time we said we wanted to move from the typical training to digital, right? We went and researched what is the best method to do, because it needs technology as well as the knowledge, and at the end of the day, the training has to come to the on your palm top. Unless it comes to your palm top on your mobile phone, it's a clear belief that training is not going to happen, right? They have to learn at their own pace. That I cannot tell them come at 3 o'clock, come at 4 o'clock in their break time. So we were searching. We have managed to get about 3-4 companies which were doing it, and finally settled down for a company called Clarified Better. Clarified Better is the company which is doing the technology support as well as the content. They started with the content, and our learning and development department has added lot more content into the portal. Okay, the second one. Why digitalization is the key? Okay, we are living in a digitalized world, and we need to evolve with times. This portal will learn, I mean, as I told you earlier, will help you to learn on the go, right? If you are a person who are a night person, you want to learn at night 11:30, 12 before going to bed, you can learn. Or you are a morning person, morning you go for a gym or run, after that you are in a super mood, right? And you want to learn at that time, you can learn. These are all small 2-3 minutes videos and animated series through which you will learn. And as you learn, you will get certified. Suppose if you're, for example, if you're say a waiter, you want to get promoted as a supervisor. There is certain set of assessment questions, series which you have to do it, and then once you clear it, you move to the next. Like that, each department has got, I think, a front office, housekeeping. Predominantly for the time being, to start with, we are focused on the operational areas. As we go, we move into other administrative areas also, right? The third, the objective to launch this portal, as you know, traditionally, training happens in a typical classroom session, right? And you call all the F&B guys between 3 and 5, half of them will be half asleep, and half of them, we need to literally pull them come to the training class. It used to be a burden to attend the training class, right? Because, and if you call somebody on their off days, call somebody on their break time, it's not the right thing to do because it's his free time, we don't want to disturb him. That doesn't mean the entire classroom session will be moved, but we'll see how best we can work on the hybrid system, whatever we can do digitally, what are the things that we can do in person. So learning should be fun and to be at the ease of the learner. Residency core belief, growth through learning, takes shape with the launch of this portal. This portal would create a wholesome employee experience in a future in full responsibilities. Now, what happens is every employee will get access to as they join the company, within a month or so, if I'm right, they will get everybody has got the access. I think 98% of the people have got the access to it. We got about 120 small video clips already available. This 120 should go to 300, 400, 500,000, we don't know, right? As the time changes, as the market changes, the training has to align itself with what is needed in the work department. I think there's a lot of videos for the F&B production which I have seen. For example, simple things, which cutting board to use, or how do you cut food wastage, or how do you maintain the cost, or as simple as how do you groom yourself, what is hygiene, what is HACCP. Very, very simple, fundamental, basic subjects are being taught in the portal, right? The objective to launch this portal is to make learning as easy as possible. So every employee who joins the company will get access to the portal, and then they can access it. And the moment that they leave the company, the access will be deactivated, right? As simple as that. Nothing can be printed, nothing can be copied, nothing can be forwarded. Okay, it's only as long as you are within the company that you can you can use, right? The last one is the objective to launch. One more thing is very, very important. There is a Tamil saying which goes, Katrathu kaimannalavu, kalladadu ulagalavu. So what you know, basically, when you learn that what you learned is very, very less. There is a lot more to learn. The more we learn, the more we realize how much there is to learn. With that wisdom, we must set our ego aside and make space for more knowledge. Even though I have spent about 35 years in the industry, right? Even today, there is so much more to learn how to deal with the next generation, right? How to deal with the social media. There is no stop for learning, right? As the market changes, if you are not aligned, if you are not relevant to the market, you are out from the system, right? That's a very, very important, as there is no stop for learning. As you keep learning, as the market changes, as the time changes, as the need changes, you continue to learn. Nobody can say, I learned enough, I stopped learning, right? You can't do that in your family life, your personal life, and in your professional life. The e-learning platform is a significant milestone and an initiative by the Residency to prime our expert personnel in all aspects of hospitality in an ever-progressing industry. Okay, that's the background of the whole thing. I must congratulate the L&D team which has worked during the pandemic. We made use of the pandemic to put all our energy into creating the small videos, which you will have a glimpse of it in the next couple of minutes. Okay, that's a background, and I will explain what this logo means after it is launched by Mr. Rohit Ravi, our Managing Director, in a couple of minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. As you've said, learning cannot be stopped, and the need for learning can never be stopped. Having said that, let's get into the core of this very program. I would like to invite Mr. Rohit Ravi, our Managing Director, onto the stage to launch the logo by pressing a remote. Manisha, if you could get the... Shankar, please come. Mr. Muksudan, please come onto the stage.
The music of Green Lego.
Okay guys, 1, 2, 3. Can we all clap to the new logo, please? call upon our MD, Mr. Rohit, sir, to say a few words, please.
Hi, good morning. It's great to see everybody here. And for those who are not here, hello to everyone in our other properties. You know, the topic of today's meeting reminded me of something that, that they used to teach at my school. And my principal and the other senior teachers used to say, they used to tell us, we have to learn to be lifelong learners. And, learning is a process that's there throughout life. It doesn't end at school. It doesn't end at college. It doesn't end when you do an MBA or a PhD. It doesn't end when you're a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. I mean, it's still till the grave, right? You learn something every day. And how well you do in life is dependent on what good you make out of all your learning and how you're able to really apply it in our lives, whether it's personal or professional, and how do we use knowledge and the tools that we come across in our life for the betterment of ourselves and the people around us. I think, to empower ourselves is the key, and to learn from the tools that we have in our hand and to really go ahead and get what we want to achieve, that's the real key. And that will, end of the day, lead to the satisfaction of the individual and the people around. And it'll be a very fulfilling journey if people are open and are willing to learn. And, I think the videos also gave a lot of these similar points, right? That how to use the tools and really, go ahead and empower yourself. And whether it's growing in this organization or growing in the field, in the hospitality industry, as a whole, a tool like this will help all our manpower empower themselves and to become more confident individuals and to really reach leadership positions throughout their life. Life is growth. We should not stagnate in the same position. We must all keep growing. And for that end, we must keep learning and be open to learning. And I think a tool like this is one of the things that will help us achieve this. So I wish everyone the very best, and I hope everyone uses this to their benefit. And of course, we will drive content on this platform for the benefit of everybody. And hopefully, this will give us better growth. We're upgrading our physical spaces. We're renovating our hotels. We're adding new hotels. We're adding technology. And all this is giving results, along with our world-class service. We're top on TripAdvisor. We're doing very well, better average rates than competition. We're doing better than international brands. So I think all these, the results obviously say that we're doing something right. And to go ahead in that direction, we need to sharpen our services, we need to upgrade our knowledge, and we need to be ready. India is also opening up. We're going to get more discerning travelers. Indians who live here are also very globally well exposed right now, and the demands of the customer are very high. So to meet all this, I think, we should all be prepared, and I'm sure we will reach it with hard work and dedication. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rohit. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our chairman, Mr. Ravi Appaswamy, and Mr. Rohit, CEO, the L&D team, the HR team, for all this wonderful work. And we will assure you all that we will use this platform to its full potential, and so that it will enhance us to go ahead and achieve our goals. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Gopinath again on stage to tell us about the logo so that we are more enlightened on why this logo was chosen. Thank you, sir.
Okay, the first thing I learned is the word portmanteau. Anybody know what does portmanteau means? Any idea what does portmanteau means? Portmanteau is nothing but there are two words which join and make a word. For example, motor, hotel, motel, right? Breakfast with lunch. Breakfast is a word, lunch is a word, you join, you make brunch, right? That's exactly what we have used here. Portmanteau of two extremely powerful words. Meta means beyond, and paradigm is ideal. Metadigm seeks to manifest an ideal that goes beyond and into the future. All of you must be aware about metaverse, right? That is also a portmanteau word. It's a meta plus universe, right? That's what has become metaverse. I think Facebook company is called the metaverse. Metaverse is the most used word in the now, right? So that's my first learning yesterday when I got the word to combine two powerful words, that is the meta and paradigm, and then create a word metadigm. Next. In this logo, there are about 3-4 colors. One is the coral color is heartfelt services of residency. And the next one is the teal color, which is a tech-driven, and to give birth to, and the white, which is come together and give birth to the residency employee. The color white thus represents the individual and indicates one's desire to learn and grow. The interactions are set in the residency universe, represented by the purple color, right? The purple is residency color. The first one, the teal is the technology, the dots are the technology, and amongst all this, the white is the employee, right? And the word metadigm means beyond an ideal world, right? We have looked at almost 8 to 9 words and finally settled down with this word. So it has got the residency color purple, the warmth is the coral, and the teal, which is the technology, and the dots, which is taking you to beyond and above, right? That's the background of the things. Thanks to the team L&D who has coordinated this to come out with the word metadigm by residency. And also, I take this opportunity to thank Experiencing for coordinating with us for the entire journey. Other people also, Jay, and other people who were helped us to come out with this program for us. Thank you very much. I hope you understand the reason behind the teal, coral, purple, dotted lines, and in the center white is the employee who has to benefit from all this. Thank you.
Okay, so henceforth we'll say we are in metadigm. Okay? We're not in the training class, we are in metadigm. That's the word to be used. Yeah? Thank you so much, sir. Next, I'd like to call upon our corporate training manager, Mr. Shankar Narayanan, for the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here to, thanks is just a small word when I say, because we have done, as a team, with the guidance of our, COO and the HR head, we have done a lot of work behind the scene to present you Metadigm to you today. And this is a journey where this will continue, and this is all for all of us. I mean, we, as Mr. Gopinath said and Mr. Rakesh also shared with you, learning is always continuous. I mean, we should never stop learning. So I thank Mr. Gopinath, I thank our management for giving this opportunity to launch this portal. I also thank our partners, Clarified Better, Veena and team. I thank Jaykumar from Impress Stills for getting our magical moments and other videos to you. I should also thank our colleague, Dinesh, who is from our team, the Residency at Chennai, who is an amateur photographer who has done the photography for us at Chennai. I thank the team here for spending a lot of time here with us from yesterday evening to get it right for you. And I also thank my entire learning and development team, without which this could not have happened. My colleagues at Coimbatore, Tariq, my colleague at Chennai, Rohit, my colleague at Pondicherry, Venkat, my colleague at Karur, Srinivasan, and my colleague at the Residency, Chennai, Suresh. And of course, we got a great support from our General Manager, HR. Thank you. So, I look forward for all of your support, and this is for all of us. As I said, the product is great. We also should enhance our learning through this portal. Keep using this. We will upgrade very frequently. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, now we will see two videos that have been shot for our use in the training platform, and post which we will go in for the cake cutting. Sendil, I request you to play the videos.
In this video, I will tell you how to prevent bacterial cross-contamination. Cross-contamination is one of the biggest reasons of food poisoning, and it starts with the chopping board. If we follow these guidelines, then we can reduce food poisoning in the kitchen. Always use separate chopping board for perishable raw foods such as meat, poultry, fish, fruit and vegetables. We must also use separate knives with colored handles as well, so that we can identify which knife we must use for what purpose. We must also make sure that we have separate areas to prepare and process the meat and vegetable. I will explain the colors of chopping board to be used so that we can prevent cross-contamination. Red must be used for raw meat. Brown for all cooked meat. Yellow chopping board is used for pork and pork products. While cutting seafood and fish, which chopping board do you think we must use?
Blue for the color of the water.
Absolutely correct. It is blue for seafood. And what do you think we must use for vegetables?
Green.
That is right as well. We must use white for dairy and bakery. There are a few points remember while choosing the chopping board. It must be made of durable material and should be easy to clean. We must not use wooden chopping boards because it is not easy to clean. Also, the knives should not have wooden handles. Can anyone tell me what to do after you finish using the chopping board?
We must wash it.
Yes, you must wash it and then sanitize it. Washing will only remove the visible dirt, but to prevent cross-contamination, we must sanitize it as well, using very hot water above 85 degrees Celsius or by a chemical action. So that is it. In this video we learned how to prevent cross-contamination by using different chopping board and sanitizing it before a task. If you want, you can watch the video once again.
Housekeeping. Housekeeping. Good morning, Mr. Ron.
Good morning.
I'm Vishnu from housekeeping. May I collect your laundry?
Come, the laundry is here.
Allow me to check your garment, sir.
Oh yes.
I found one currency, sir.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. May I request you to sign the laundry slip? Would you like to have the garments folded or on a hanger?
The black trouser on a hanger and the rest can be folded.
Certainly. Our standard delivery time is 6 p.m. Is it fine with you?
No problem. I am okay.
Thank you, Mr. Ram. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
So this is how learning will be. This is how simple and how approachable it will be henceforth. The idea is to keep adding videos as much as possible so that instead of training classes, it can be training videos and you can watch it on your mobile anytime that you want. And that's the way training will happen forward. I thank all of you who participated in getting these videos done. It's a fabulous job, and I believe we already have a good inventory of video collection in our list. So looking forward to seeing them all. Now, I would request our CEO, Mr. Gopinath, our MD, Mr. Rohit, and some of my colleagues here to come forward for the cake cutting, sir. Please come. To all my colleagues from other locations, Pondicherry, Karur and Coimbatore, you can go off-link now and you can do your cake cutting. Thank you all for joining us, and it's a wonderful day today, and let's make the best of this new training platform called Metadime. Thank you everybody, and for all of you here, there's an array of food waiting for you there, which is extremely Instagram friendly, digitally friendly. The cake was equally good. I'm very inspired. Suddenly I thought I was in Infosys looking at the cake. So anyway, let's start. Thank you. Thank you one and all.
Just have a small break. You can just have a small break. We are getting set for the quiz competition. Okay? You can just take a break and just come back within 5 minutes. We'll have the quiz.